In this video, we're going to talk about the templates feature in Contentverse Enterprise Online. So the templates feature is used to make it easier for users to create documents in the system. And the best way to explain this is by using an example. Let's say we want, as an organization, we want our users to always use the same Microsoft Word file as a template when creating, whether it be an expense report or a consulting agreement, whatever the case may be, whichever type of file. And so what we're doing is we're setting defaults, as we want users to always put in a certain folder. We always want users to assign it a certain document type. What we're doing here is setting various defaults so that way there's less user error when creating a document system. So to begin to create templates, if you have the permission to do so, you're going to see this menu option, templates, and underneath there you're going to see which template you can create. Now at the moment, I have one called task and I have another one called agreement. We can start on the process to create one called consulting agreements. So let's say I click on templates, and then one thing you can do here is you can set a destination folder where I want to store these templates. So for example, let's just say I choose this folder called consulting agreements under contracts. So that is where it's always going to go. And then I had already set this as a default under node properties that I wanted to default to contracts. But let's say the rest of this information I can keep as blank, and I don't want anyone to actually fill this out right now as a template, but this will be the default. The doc type will be the default. I'm also going to import in a Microsoft Word file, which is the template I want my users to use when creating a consulting contract in Contentverse. Okay, so as you can see, I've added the Word file as well in here. And now what I'm going to do is click on Save Template and give this a name. And so now if I click on yes, and before I do that, if I wanted to enter a description of what the purpose of this is, I could do that, but I'm just going to click on yes now. So now from a user standpoint, if a user wants to be able to, let's say, create a document in the system, specifically a consulting agreement, they always, of course, have the ability to, go to a folder, click new document, select the document type and fill in the rest of the fields. As you can see, the Word file isn't there. What I'm trying to do here is, if I do the same option from the templates and I choose consulting agreement, now you can see, the Word file is there as well. And with this, if you have the Syncfusion components deployed, and that's covered in a separate video, the benefit of that is being able to edit Word files from within the browser itself. We would be able to enter data in right from here. So let's say I make changes to my my Word file. If there's anything else, of course, I want to change, I can certainly change that right here in this Word file. Let's say I want to change this to 2022. So I've made changes, and of course, as mentioned before, the folder is already set, the doc type is already set. Now I can fill in my fields. And click on Create. And now what I'm doing is I'm creating a document in Contentverse just using the template feature. And if I just click, I can click View if I want to see that document. Okay, so that concludes our video on templates feature in Contentverse.